Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my first video. So, I don't really have a whole lot in the way of an intro, so I'm just going to kind of dive right into the main course of the meal that is this video. I am vegan, but for nearly 25 years of my life, I was not. I loved meat products, loved cheese, loved chocolate and strawberry milk, and consumed them happily. It was easy for me to look the other way when it came to what I was really eating. I never really thought about what I was eating or who it was hurting. I grew up in a town really near to a pork processing plant, and since a lot of people in my town ended up working there, we ended up going there for a field trip. What a great place to take a bunch of 8th graders, right? So we got to see the whole process, which was horrifying, to be frank. From when the pigs arrive at the plant to when the meat leaves. It was traumatizing to hear the pigs screaming in pain and see what was done to their bodies. I was 14. I went vegetarian at that point, much to the amusement of my stepfather, who I lived with. He mocked me because animals are delicious. I gave up vegetarianism a few weeks later and went back to eating meat. Fast forward. A couple of years ago, I started working at a well-known bear store. One of my coworkers, I found out, was and still is vegan. I was not terribly nice to her about it. I fell into that category of people who mock vegans because animals are delicious. Sound familiar? I had used the same logic as my stepdad to put down someone else. But I didn't make the change then. I was still convinced that going vegan was expensive and, if I'm being honest, pointless. I didn't feel that I could make a difference. So fast forward again. Now, I'm not really sure what inspired me to make the change, but I was ready to give it a try. The coworker that I had mocked had invited me to a vegan potluck. She was super forgiving about the whole thing. She never once made me feel like, oh, you were a jerk to me, I'm going to be a jerk to you. And that was huge to me because I've never encountered that before. But she invited me to this vegan potluck, and I tried a jackfruit taco, which honestly was really spicy and it kind of hurt me. My body doesn't like spicy food a whole lot. But I also met so many kind people. I learned that vegan food actually tastes really good, and it's not all that difficult to make it. On top of it, so I've been vegan for about a month and a half now. In that time, I've been to 2 vegan potlucks, eaten at least 4 different kinds of veggie burger, tried 6 different kinds of vegan chicken nuggets, attended 2 vigils with a save group in my town, and started petitioning some of my old favorite restaurants to get more vegan options. I've begun speaking out against cruelty. I've contemplated breaking the pigs out of the transport trucks at vigils. And you know what? It is actually cheaper to go vegan. You may spend a bit more on vegan cheese and milk, but my coconut milk in the fridge won't expire until next month, whilst cow's milk expires in 2 weeks. Don't get me wrong, I've experienced my fair share of criticism, but I look at how wonderful and loving the community has been to me. I think of all the animals I'm saving. Did you know that every day you don't eat meat, you save 1 animal? That's a huge difference. 6% of Americans are vegan, 7% of people in the UK are vegan. That's huge, and the number's only growing. Every day, more and more people make the change to a compassionate, plant-based diet. I still eat all the foods I love. The only difference is that no animals had to die to give me the foods I love. When you look at, say you have a dog, or a cat, or a hamster, or a guinea pig, or some domesticated pet, when you look at that, for example, I have 6 cats. It would have been abhorrent to me to consider eating a cat. It's considered abhorrent to eat a dog. So why is it that when we look at pigs and cows and goats and sheep and chickens, that we don't think, this is a living thing. This is a being that has fears and wants to live. Why is it that we don't make that connection like we do with our pets? It never occurred to me until I made the change and went vegan. I never considered that pigs are the fourth smartest animal, because humans, dolphins, chimps, and then pigs. It never occurred to me that they understand what's happening to them. If these vigils that I've gone to, I have made eye contact with these pigs as they're going into the slaughterhouse. And I can see the fear in their eyes. You can hear it when they drive by and they're screaming. When they're transported in these big open trailers. Like, there's holes along the side. I'm sure you've seen them driving down the highway. There's no climate control. They're not given any food or water. And during the wintertime, some of them freeze to death. And during the summertime, a lot of them have heat strokes and die on the way to these slaughterhouses. And then, even if they do survive, they're tormented and killed in gas chambers, or they're hung upside down and their throats are slit. What the hell? I mean, if we did that to dogs, there would be public outcry. There would be people screaming in the streets about how this is cruel, how this is unjust. So why not for the pigs? Why not for the cows? Why not for the chickens? Why only for the pets that we share our homes with? It doesn't make sense to me. So, let me know what you guys would like to hear from me. If you want recipes, I can certainly find some good ones for you. If you want vegan options and substitutions for the food that you're used to eating, let me know. Or, I mean, this Thursday I'm going to another vigil with the Save group in my area, and I'm planning on going live around 2 p.m. Central Time to document it. So, I think I'm going to wrap up here, but keep tuning in, give that subscribe button a tickle, comment some positivity, boop the like button on the snoot. I'll see you next time. Peace.